Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Carolyn. This video is going to be my makeup inventory for 2025. I was doing inventories once every 6 months, but I feel like I kind of switched over to once a year just because that's easier for me. So I have counted all of the products I have in each makeup category, and I will be comparing those numbers to what I had last year. And I will be putting pictures of all the products I have in each category over here. Every category except for eyeshadow palettes, I didn't take pictures of all of my eyeshadow palettes. So if that sounds interesting to you, then just keep on watching. Real quick, before we get started, I did a short doing this eyeshadow look, so that'll be in the description box in case you're interested. And also, my friend Amy and Melissa here on YouTube, was kind enough to declutter a lot of makeup to me, so a lot of my numbers have gone up, but they are all from decluttered items. So I don't think I purchased anything outside of eyeshadow palettes myself, but a lot of my numbers did go up because of the items I received from Amy. So without further ado, I'll just get into it. So primers, last year I had 1, this year I have 6. But a lot of them are minis. I just counted each mini as 1. Foundations, I had 3 last year. I currently have 5. And I know there's 2 samples, like blister packs, and I just counted those as 1. And then setting sprays, I didn't have any last year. I currently have 2. Sorry, I'm looking down at my list. Concealers, I had 3. I'm saying I have 5 now because I'm counting all of those blister packs as 1. I'm planning to use some of those as liquid bronzers, like mixing them. So, but I have other cream bronzers I'm working on, so that'll be down the line. But anyway, I'm saying I have 5. Last year I had 3. Setting powders, last year I had 2. I currently have 2. This is the one I have now, but it's a combination of a Cover FX setting powder and also this Essence Pure Nude highlighter. I was depotting all of my products with broken packaging, and unfortunately this broke during the process. So I ended up scraping and kind of crushing it into a loose powder and put it in here. This is a highlighter, but it's a very natural highlighter. There wasn't a lot of shimmer or really any shimmer in it. And I did actually use a lot of this, so there was still a lot left, but not a ton. And it works really well in this setting powder. This was the Ciate, and the Ciate London setting powder is in here too. I didn't like that. It almost had the consistency of cornstarch, and it would always it would poof up into, there'd be just like this big powder cloud. So adding these other powders in reduced that powder cloud, and I think it still works pretty well as a setting powder. I don't really feel like it adds any shimmer or anything to my face. I'm wearing it right now. So yeah, it's been working as a setting powder. So anyway, I'm counting this as 1, but it's kind of a combination of different powders. Anyway, moving on. So bronzers, last year I had 4, 1 cream and 3 powders, but I was counting these 2 bronzers in here. I sometimes use these 2 as bronzers, like I'll mix them together. And since this is an eyeshadow palette, I want to take that back. I wish I didn't do that. I don't know why I chose to do that. Well, I do know why. It was to prevent me from buying a new bronzer when I finished up what I had. So I'm just gonna pretend I didn't count these and say that last year I had 2, which was 1 cream and 1 powder. And currently I have 5. One of those is a cream bronzer that's almost done, and 4 powders. For blush, last year I had 17 total, and 6 of those were cream blushes. This year, and also again, I was counting 2 of these from these 2 in here as blushes. the number 17 doesn't reflect those. So I deducted those two from what I had last year. So I think I said I had 19 last year, but I'm saying I had 17. This year I have 24 blushes. So I went up, and 10 of those are cream. There's one liquid, but I'm saying I have it in the cream category, and 14 powders. And again, that increase is due to receiving decluttered makeup from Amy. For highlighters, last year I had 5 and they were all powders. This year I have 10 total, 7 powders and 3 cream highlighters. And I have 3 face palettes, 2 blush palettes, and 1 highlighter palette. So I included like the highlighters and the highlighter palette in with my highlighters, and blushes from the blush palettes in with my blushes. Okay, so moving on to the lip category. For lip liners, last year I had 2, this year I have 5. For lip balms, last year I had 4, this year I have 4. And those I got myself. Liquid lipsticks, last year I had 6, and this year I have 5. I did manage to use one up, so that's exciting. For regular lipsticks, last year I had 11. I currently have 9. I did use up 2. So total for liquid lipsticks and regular lipsticks last year was 17, and I currently have 14. For lip gloss, last year I had 15 and I currently have 13, so I did manage to use up 2, so that's exciting. For eye primers, last year I had 5, this year I have 3. So I know I used one up and I don't know what happened with the other one. I may have given it away, or I'm not sure, but I have 3. For eyeliners, I had 2, I currently have 7. So I have 2 black liquid liners, and then I have 2 potted gel liners, and the Maybelline one is a backup for if I ever run out of this one, which I don't even know if that'll ever happen, but maybe it'll go bad or something. And I have the Maybelline one that is currently unopened, and then I have this which I haven't actually really used, but I guess I would use it as like an eyeshadow base. I didn't really know what category to put it in, so I'm putting it there. For eyebrow products, last year I had 2, I currently have 5. Plus I have this Benefit highbrow, so I guess maybe you could say 6. I didn't really know like what category to put this in, because it's not necessarily a brow product, it's kind of like a highlighter stick. So anyway, 6 if you count this. Mascaras, I had 2, I currently have 3. One is unopened and just kind of a backup. I layer these 2 together. I'm gonna finish those, and then when I run out of those, I'll go to my backup one. And single potted eyeshadows, basically my ColourPop Super Shock shadows. I had 3, I currently have 3, the same 3. And for eyeshadow palettes, I had 50. I currently have 66, and these are just the eyeshadow palettes that I use. I have other ones that I don't use that I keep for kind of collector's purposes, but I don't really use them. So I didn't count those in this number, in the 66. Overall, I'm very happy with the size of my collection and what I have. I enjoy using everything I have. I know what I have, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, that is everything. That is my makeup inventory. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!